afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining our session today. My name is Dalya Mohammed Alzawad. I'm a geophysicist with the Ministry of Industry and Mineral Resources. And today I'll talk about Saudi Arabia's tremendous mineral endowment. First, I'll start with Saudi Arabia mining sector overview. Then I'll hand it over to my colleague Abdurrahman, and he'll present BMS Belt exploration sites in the kingdom and the upcoming licensing rounds in Saudi Arabia. The mining sector is set to become the third pillar of the Saudi industry with 4 times GDP contribution by 2030. The Saudi government intends for the mining sector to achieve 3 main objectives for Vision 2030. First, create growth engines beyond oil and gas. Second, create high-value jobs for Saudi nationals. And finally, drive the economic development of remote areas. By 2030, the impact of the mining sector should come in the form of the macroeconomic results. GDP growth by $47 billion, create over 200,000 new jobs, and develop remote areas, creating 40,000 jobs. To achieve the mining sector goals and objectives, KSA has invested heavily in key initiatives to build a thriving investment ecosystem. We are currently working on 10 initiatives where we aim to increase the geological data and accelerate exploration, in addition to 14 initiatives in terms of enhancing investors' journey and ensuring the sustainability and funding of the sector. Moreover, 12 initiatives are set to develop the value chain, mineral industries, and attract investments. The full potential of the Saudi mining sector across 3 sources of competitive advantage: the geological endowment or resource potential, local demand, and the cost advantages. And it is worth mentioning here that Saudi Arabia has all 3 sources of competitive advantage, or at least 2 of them across most opportunities. Next comes building integrated value chains. At the ministry, we are targeting to localize the supply chain of upstream, midstream, and downstream within the mining industries, which represent our current investment opportunities. The slide shows an overview of where Saudi Arabia stands today in metallic value chains. For example, iron and steel are major value chains. Despite the non-existence of iron ore mining, Saudi Arabia has already built a diverse midstream and downstream industry. In aluminum, we have successfully developed a fully integrated value chain from mining to finished metal products that supply several advanced industries such as packaging and automotive. Another great example is titanium, which represents a strategic metal to Saudi Arabia, of which we are currently producing titanium slag, titanium sponge, and many more. And we are targeting the expansion into titanium metal downstream products for several advanced industries, such as aerospace. Moreover, the non-metallic value chains is important for Saudi Arabia, not only for building material sector, but also for many industrial sectors. Fertilizers is a major sector today, where Saudi Arabia is among the top 15 global producers. As for the cement, ceramics, and glass, Saudi Arabia has a large market and a sizable local production that we plan to increase to fulfill future market needs. Finally, there is a large potential to grow the production of inorganic compounds for various industrial applications for local and export markets. Saudi Arabia's ambition is to achieve tremendous growth to become a leading player in several mineral value chains globally. For example, we want to double the production of some value chains, such as iron and glass, in order to fulfill the expected growth in demand. We aim to be among the top 3 global producers in fertilizers and top 10 global producers in aluminum and ceramics. increasing mining output of gold and base metals by 10-fold. Last but not least, expanding into new value chains such as rare earth elements and niobium, which is critical for several advanced industries. Now let's talk about KSA's value proposition. Saudi Arabia offers a unique value proposition to investors looking to expand their exploration and mining portfolios. First, Saudi Arabia is largely unexplored, offering huge potential for investments. Second, we have best-in-class taxations and incentives for investors. Moreover, local demand for mining products is amazingly significant, not to mention our robust infrastructure network. In addition, I am really delighted to say that we launched a new mining law that is investor-friendly and aligned with global benchmarks. Furthermore, we have an experienced, growing talent pool that demonstrates success in developing local talent. And as evident in our value proposition, our government is deeply committed to developing the mining sector to become the third pillar of the country's industrial growth. Saudi Arabia has significant, diverse mineral resources. This slide shows the potential value of the mineral resources based on three levels of confidence: 90%, 50%, and 10%. The total value of all minerals identified in the previous slide is estimated at $1.3 trillion. In terms of demand, Saudi Arabia ranks among the top consumers globally of mineral and metal products, second in precious metals, third in copper, fifth in ceramic tile, and 15th in steel and aluminum. And it is worth mentioning here that Saudi Arabia's demand is rising due to economic and industrial growth, supported by mega and giga projects, a new local content policy, and localizations programs. In designing the new mining law, the Ministry of Industry and Mineral Resources cooperated with leading local and international organizations and relevant government stakeholders to ensure that we have a world-class mining regulations that achieves three main goals: ensure governance and transparency, enhance investment attractiveness, achieve world-class sustainability. As an example of some key features in our mining investment law, it allows 10% foreign ownership, supports a clear and transparent process for mining license applications and approvals, offers a world-best competitive mining physical regime, strengthen compliance requirements for environment, social, and sustainability. Another major initiative by MIM is Ta'deen platform, which represents a key tool that supports our mining law objectives by having an online licensing platform, which offers a single point of access for mining license applications, issuance and information, and simplifies the application process and ensures transparency. The Saudi physical regime is one of the most competitive globally, with 20% income tax and under 2% royalties for most minerals. And it is worth mentioning here that KSA's royalty is one of the lowest among most global mining jurisdictions. In addition, KSA's corporate income tax rates is the lowest compared to most global mining jurisdictions. All mining opportunities in the kingdom enjoy huge financial incentives. First, co-funding up to 70% of capex through the Saudi Industrial Development Fund. The second incentive is royalty fees exemptions to miners for the first 5 years of license. In addition, to discounts of up to 30% can be availed for each stage of the local downstream processing phase. Another major incentives by the Human Resource Development Fund is a monthly salary cover up to 30 to 50% for Saudi employees, extra 10% for females for 2 years. Finally, custom duties, exemptions on imported machinery, equipments, raw materials, and spare parts if they are for industrial use. Last but not least, the Future Mineral Forum. The Future Mineral Forum was convened by Saudi Arabia for the region that spans 9,000 kilometers from Congo in Africa through the Middle East and on to Kyrgyzstan in Asia. It has tremendous potential to help address the issue for critical mineral scarcity. The first Future Mineral Forum exceeded expectations with more than 9,000 participants, 140 speakers, 100 countries represented, more than 30 Saudi and international companies showcases. More than 85% of speakers were ministerial and CEO level or above. Our ambition is to turn the Future Mineral Forum into a regular event where the mining industry, investors, and governments meet to exchange information to unlock new lands of opportunity for the world of tomorrow. Thank you for listening. I'll hand it over to my colleague Abdurrahman.